Hi. We're going back in. Put me in. So I didn't win yesterday's run. Speed up, huh? Oh, what have I done? We didn't win yesterday's run. It was our first greedier run. I did say it was harder, right? And like, here's the thing. I mean, I already did this whole spiel yesterday. You honest to God don't need it again. But you're getting it so that I can pad air. But like, it's gonna happen a lot more. We're gonna lose these runs probably a lot more than we're gonna lose the regular green runs. And it's because it's way harder. And that's, sorry, I'm getting a little stressed out by all these explosive enemies. Hold on a second. And it's gonna happen. Because of the nature of the, like, the mode. Excuse me? I don't think that's gonna be enough for me to charge my item, is it? No, it isn't. Why did you stop the timer? Or the spawner? I don't know. But it's fine, because like I said before, this is like an actual, like, unlike Greed, which I don't consider to be real. This is like an actual tangible mode that, you know, stays with us when we complete runs. So I'm not that stressed about it. Let's have a quick look in here. This fucking sucks. This sucks so bad. Yeah, I mean, this run is kind of off to a dead start. I want to reroll, probably, actually, shockingly, the Spectral Tears more than the box. Alright, well... I guess. The reason for that being, I have, like, actually zero use for Spectral Tears in Greed, whereas the box at least could, like, spawn some consumables that we can use. Ow. Soy milk is, like, not on my tier list of things that I would have hoped for, and it's okay because we're, like, maybe gonna die soon. Like, imminently. Anyway, I said, so it's the next day now from the previous recording. And I know I said I was gonna eat my food and then I was gonna do another video and then talk about stuff during that video, like how my food was, yada yada yada. But honestly, I ate the food and it wasn't good, and then it took me so long to finish eating. I was kind of like, I don't want to record anymore, and I want to do something else. So I went and I played some Dead by Daylight, and then I went and played D&D, and it was like a fine evening. The D&D was good. I ended up getting like a bunch of messages from people that like had me, you know, not tremendously so, but, you know, a touch stressed out. Just because people were messaging me like, hey, I'm out and I'm drunk, what are you doing? And I was like, nothing, I'm at home playing D&D. And they were like, oh, I don't know where I am. And I'm like, oh no. If I don't help you, then I'm responsible for your death. So I need to, you know, help you. I really don't want to buy HOTS, honestly. I think I'm going to pick this up. Thank you. 6 troll bombs, huh? It's not ideal. I'll say that much. And in fact, it's so not ideal, I'm not even going to justify it by picking it up. We do desperately need more damage. Ow. Okay, well, we're probably going to die here. Because this guy spawns so many fucking spiders. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is looking very unfortunate. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta, like, psych myself up for a minute here. Okay, well, I walked into one of the rogue shots. That's fine. That was a fucked up run. That wasn't fair. Let's have a look in here. See, like a regular HP up, like a human item spawn in that first room that, like, I can use. Thank you. Ow. Sorry for the sniffles. I gotta stop sniffling, man. Like, my nose isn't even that bad. I'm more just, like, doing it out of habit. just because I've been doing it for so long now. And I you know, when you're doing it in the moment, you're like, oh, this is such a subtle noise that, like, no one's gonna even know. But when I listen back to the recordings, it's, like, louder than my voice, man. I'm like, hey, how's it going? Sorry, I had to do it for demonstrative purposes. I know you don't deserve that, especially not when I'm literally talking about how I need to stop sniffling for your sake, and then I'm like, ooh, here it comes. Here comes the big one. A heart would be pretty nice. Okay, that's half a heart. That's something. Any coins in here? Probably not, but, like, you gotta check sometimes. Okay. So anyway, I made my food. I made my spinach dish. Damage up and chance to shoot concussive tears, huh? Gimme. And I will not bother re-rolling the shop. Whoa, 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 easy, 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 easy. Wah! They spawned right on top of me. So I made my food. I made my spinach dish. I ended up, what I had was, salmon that I seasoned with, what did I season it with? I had paprika, smoked paprika. I like, for the first time I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna see what someone else has to say on the subject of seasoning salmon. Oh, fuck. So I just looked up some salmon seasoning, and they were like, paprika, smoked paprika, some thyme, some garlic, and like a little salt and pepper. And some lemon zest was also on there, but I didn't have any lemons, so I just added some lemon juice. Oh my god. This is a fucking nightmare. So I just added some lemon juice as like a substitute. I need to stop playing like an idiot. The problem is, I'm now actually using the button as well. Like, I've used the button this run. This is fucked up, man. What the fuck? No. Better. Much better. Yeah, let's send it. Okay, listen. I'll try and take this one a little more seriously. I'm honestly not looking to get streaks while we're doing greedier mode. Like, it's not on the cards. It's not happening. We worry about streaks when we get back to playing just regular runs of the game, but for now, we are in, like, the nightmare realm. And streaks are just not on the cards. It's not an option. Anyway, so I just used some lemon juice on the salmon just because I didn't have any lemons. But I did have lemon juice. I had some Asian rice cakes. Oh my god. What is this? I had some Asian rice cakes, which for flavoring and seasoning, I just used the garlic honey sauce that I've been putting on my chicken. This is like a bit of an eclectic setup for a meal. Just like, it was almost like I inadvertently made like bibimbap, but, you know, I didn't actually put like regular rice in there, so it's not really bibimbap. But, I had the rice cakes with the garlic honey sauce on it, and then I had the spinach, which, from memory, which could be wrong, because it was last night, and I'm pretty tired at the moment. I just woke up. I mean, this is pretty big. There was sesame oil, soy sauce. What else was there? Sesame oil, soy sauce, minced garlic, and sugar and pepper, I believe, was the combo in the end. And I didn't like it. And I think I didn't like it because of the sesame oil. I think maybe there was just a bit too much sesame oil in there. But, like, you know, my takeaway from it wasn't like, oh, I've done a bad job cooking this meal. It was, I just don't think I like the flavors here. Not a fan of this profile. Which, you know, in my opinion, fair enough. I probably won't bother trying it again. Or maybe I will, I don't know. It didn't seem like... It didn't seem to me like, oh, you know, I've put the wrong amounts of something in here. Like, it was literally just, like, put all these seasonings in a bowl and then put it, and then, like, mix the boiled spinach in with it. It did just seem like it wasn't to my taste. And I mean, texture-wise, it's spinach, right? It was like spinach. So there wasn't that much margin for error, I don't think, with this. It just wasn't for me. But the sad part is, for some reason, and I don't know if it's because the sesame oil got on everything else while I was making it, the whole meal was not that good. And, like, it was unfortunate because, like, I've made the other elements of this meal before. I've made the salmon before. Oh my god, this is... I've got to, like, wrangle them in. I've made the salmon before. I've made the rice cakes with the garlic honey chicken sauce before, and it just all tasted pretty bad. So I clearly messed something up. Maybe. And like, you know, messed something up. I don't think it was the spinach. I think like I said, I think the spinach I did right. I just didn't like. I don't know if it's because the spinach got on everything else that it kind of ruined it for me and my palate. Or if perhaps, you know, there was just some other element of the meal that I goofed. Sorry, I'm a little burpy at the moment. I don't really know why. Uh-oh. Hold on. So, yeah, all in all, the meal was disappointing. And I don't think I'll be making it again, necessarily. Which is a shame, because it sounded delicious, and it looked delicious when I saw it. But, in the end, it just wasn't for me. We could probably, and, like, we probably should, check for, like, secret rooms everywhere. As tedious as it is, we have bomb tiers. So it's, like, in our best interest to check. Let me go up here real quick. I mean, we did literally put bombs, like, there and there, so... Oh, okay. I don't really need you, but it's something. I don't really care about anything else that's in here. Let's just go there. In fact, let's put a bomb... Oh, let's put a bomb here. Cool. I got both of my items. Yes. Okay. I don't have any water. I didn't fill up my water. This was a mistake. We're already 13 deep, man. Plus 2 health up is just good. But we'll get it at the end of the floor, I think. Ooh. I don't really need those, if I'm honest. Like, when I've got bomb tiers, what do I need to tiers up for? Hello. Okay. Gimme. I'm not thrilled about it. In fact, I'm so not thrilled about it. Ow. In fact, I'm so not thrilled about it. I'm gonna re-roll it. Okay. I'm curious to see what happens here. If I can shoot bombs that get stuck to people and then, like, double explode or something like that. This might do literally, like, nothing for me, but I'm curious. Oh, sorry, my nose is still funky. Apparently. I thought it was fine. Holy light. Let's go. Okay. We are in the kind of shape now. Aha. We're in the kind of shape now, with this run, where, like, we could and should be sizing ourselves up for a win here. Just because, like, the fetus item, the bomb tiers are so good. More than anything. And then that on top of, like, Holy Light, if it works. I don't know how it works with bomb tiers. Have I got anything else to talk about? Not really. I guess I've got D&D to talk about. It was a pretty good session. We kind of just went out on, like, a night out in that session. We were, like, setting ourselves up for the next arc, and then we had the opportunity to go to the sort of nightlife section of the town in game and just kind of get a little crazy. It was good fun. I wanted very much to make a joke about that video of Tom Hardy where he's like in the woods. And I think I've mentioned this to some friends, and no one else that I know has actually seen it, or at least didn't recognize it when I talked about it. But I think this video is absolutely amazing, and it's maybe like, when presented without context, I think of it as like a really incredible piece of absurdist comedy. Like, I don't know, it just sits right with me. It's this video of Tom Hardy in like a vest. He looks quite like disheveled, like he's just come running out of the wilderness after being stranded there for years. And he runs out and he just starts like, I think he like throws a big piece of wood and he's like, gambling, violence, lechery, greed, lechery, violence, gambling. And I just find it very funny. I don't know what the context of it is. I assume there is context that makes it less funny, which is why I like it, you know, presented as is. That's very nice. So this build is actually the Sticky Tears and the oh no, the Sticky Tears and the Holy Light feels pretty good at the moment. Let's check here. Holy Mantle. I should take. It would be reckless of me not to. And then we can take this. I mean, listen, it's been my downfall for almost every run of this that we've done so far. But I am going to, like, be sparing with my money because the build is very good. I'm gonna check these for, like, cool mushroom-based items. Cool. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna quickly blow my nose. See, I didn't actually pause the recording. I just muted my mic for a second. You're welcome. I don't think I need Nun's Habit. Best Bud. Okay. I'll take Experimental Treatment. That's really good. Like, I don't think we really care about damage right now. We do care about luck, which we got up. I think that's good. I think that was just a good experimental treatment. Haters will say it was bad. They'd be wrong. Oh my god, how many bombs can these guys take? Maybe I did need damage. Does damage affect fetus bombs? I wouldn't have thought so. I'd have thought they just did bomb damage. But maybe they don't. Maybe they go off of your damage stat. Maybe I'm a fool. But yeah, this is a very funny video. I was watching a thing about absurdist comedy earlier today, actually. I've not been up for too long, but I've been up long enough to have watched a few episodes of YouTube. It's my favorite show. And I watched a thing about It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, which is a show I like very much, and I've been rewatching as of late. Not all the way through, just like random episodes that came to mind. And I watched something about the episode Charlie Work, which is like, I think quite widely regarded as one of the best episodes of the show. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And like, I think it's very, very good, and I think it is up there for sure. I don't know if I think it's the best episode, but it is a very, very good episode. But it was a thing about, like, what was it about? I've forgotten the point of me bringing this up now. It was something to do with comedy, and I think it was to do with comedy having, like, almost like a straight man character as, like, an entry point for the audience, right? Which I think is a pretty well-known concept. I then also watched the Halloween special for Smiling Friends. I don't know if it was, like, I don't even think it came out when Halloween came out. Oh, when Halloween came out, I really need some more sleep. Ow. Oh my god, my Holy Mantle. But like, you know, it's a Halloween themed episode at the very least. Ow. This guy is driving me nuts. And it didn't feel to me like there was a straight man character. Like, everyone felt a little bit ridiculous. Unless maybe it was Pim. Might have been Pim, the, like, little pink guy. Yeah, it might have been Pim. Maybe I'm being too hard on it. It just seemed to me like there wasn't a character that explicitly was, like, questioning everything, you know? Everyone seemed like, uh-oh. Okay, well, that was an accident. I didn't actually want to do that. Oh, wait, we get money from this. Maybe that's the new tech? Hold on a second. I didn't really think about that. No, I don't really want any of these. But so I would like comedy is just hard to write, you know? It's a weird one because like I think a lot of the time to write good comedy, you've just got to write stuff that you find funny. But like I don't know. I've tried to write comedy before. I tried to write a show when I was like a teenager, and granted I was a teenager, it would have been like pretty impressive if I'd written some really good comedy at that age. I think I was probably just very edgy. But like I found that being funny in the moment is a lot funnier than writing comedy. You know? Like improvising a funny comment on a thing that's happening. Like this it's a lot easier because something what's the word I'm looking for? Stimuli go in. Comment generated, comment go out. Is how I'm gonna process that to avoid me just like bumbling over the thought for the next 15 minutes. But then when you're writing comedy, you kind of have to do it all, you know? Or at least you gotta do it all in that moment. You have to produce the stimuli that gets you thinking about what's gonna be funny. Thank you very much. I guess I'll take piercing tears. I don't know how that's gonna work here. My bombs are very small now. That's not really ideal, I don't think. I think I want them big. Oh, wait. What was that? They do damage when I throw them now, or what? What was I saying? Oh, yeah, writing comedy is hard, and, like, whenever there's a new comedy out, I'm very skeptical these days. Like, for any kind of comedy. I'm not just like, oh, it's like an overly woke comedy, wah wah wah, or it's like, oh, this comedy is so needlessly edgy, wah wah wah. A lot of people enter in like that. They're like, oh no, it's another woke comedy. It's gonna be about like, oh, I roll with the LGBT, ha 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 ha. And I'm like, okay, well, I think you're closing it off a little early there. I think anyone can be funny. I think that writing funny is just very difficult on the whole for anyone. Listen, I think... But here I go, I'm back to centrist Jack. I think that a lot of, like, politically conscious comedy and edgy, you know, edgy pre-woke comedy is quite bad a lot of the time. It's not very funny. Because people are trying to be funny. So you know, there's like a lot of the time I find that there's something about a thing being naturally funny. I think I was talking about this in an episode of Isaac a while back, maybe, that like the phrase "you couldn't write that" to me says not that someone couldn't literally write that, but rather that if you wrote it, it wouldn't be as good. Like it's made funny because it's so natural. You know? Because it happened organically, and therefore it's funny. I don't know. That's just my 2 cents on the subject, as someone who has no good reason to think that their input means anything. I think with 4 hearts we can keep going here. It's a 1. Oh, not this one. Hey, that was pretty good. Easy pod. That's one gone. Yeah, I mean, that's all I really have to say on that subject. Like, I think comedy's hard to write. I don't think that anyone is excused from it by, like, writing a certain kind of comedy. And I think that, like, you know, for me personally, a big part of what makes me laugh at something, and, you know, this might not land the way I mean for it to. I'm rolling. Yeah. Yeah, let's go. This might not land the way I mean for it to, but I sure hope it does. Is, like, knowing that people are finding it funny. You know? So, like, when, you know, when I'm watching, whoa. When I'm watching, like, a funny YouTube video, or, like, an improv show or something, which reminds me, I was gonna watch Murderville and I still haven't done it. I'll watch it, like, today, maybe. Like, when somebody breaks character or something like that, you know? Like, that just gets me. Because you can tell that they're legitimately, like, it's funny that they are finding it funny. You know what I mean? Let's just grab this, I guess. And then we might honestly re-roll you. Let's just keep going for the moment, though. Oh no. At least that's the case for me. Like, when I see someone laughing, I just want to laugh. It's infectious to me. Whoa. Let's just chill for a second here. Easy, easy. Woo! I accidentally ran with the bomb. That's it. Well, that's it for Jack's, like, comedy writing corner. I hope you've learned something valuable today and that you're able to write a good comedy for the future. I tried to write a comedy once, and it was so bizarre. Because the joke that always got laughs, like, whenever I would read the script to people, like, I would like, I wouldn't sit and read the whole thing, but, like, you know, I would read excerpts of it and some of the jokes that I wasn't sure about. And there was one joke that no matter, like, if I read it to someone, if they read it themselves or anything like that, it was the same joke every time that got a laugh out of everything that I'd written. And I couldn't figure out why. I couldn't understand why that was the one that always got a laugh. And I'm not sure if I should tell it, because it is like, it's just, oh, yeah, I'm gonna take it. Like, we're being pretty careful with our tiers as is, so I don't think it's a huge problem. Interesting. I'm going to take, and then we're gonna do the boss. Excuse me. So the setup, I thought this was pretty cool. So this was a show about, and, like, I'm not writing it anymore, so I'll just tell you what it was about. So the premise was a world in which everyone had gotten, like, a wish, and everyone could have one wish granted, and as a result, a very ordinary world became this, like, cartoonish. It was meant to be an animated series, was in my head, an animated comedy. But the setup was that the world had become this cartoonish, like, hypercolor, creative, silly world as a result of everyone getting one wish granted, and everyone wishing for things like, you know, I wish I were rich, or I wish I was, like, the fastest runner in the entire world. And then, you know, because people would do it in different orders, the next person to make that wish would just be progressively more of the thing. So one person would wish to be the fastest runner, and then be, you know, very fast. And then the next person would wish to be the fastest runner and just be faster than the first person. I don't want either of these, honestly. I'm upset that I have Judas's Shadow, that's what I got from that. I kind of wanted something a bit juicier, but hey ho, things happen. I don't want any of this. I'm going down. I'm yelling timber. So that was the setup, right? And I thought it was a pretty fun setup. The idea would be that you'd eventually end, or not end, but the show would take place in what is probably quite a typical, you know, colorful cartoon world. And there's like a you know, a pretty reasonable justification for it. Things, you know, there was a thing that happened and everything got out of hand. I don't really want any of this. I thought it was pretty fun. Now, the joke was that the main characters were kind of doing like a... They're kind of like, almost like a debt collection kind of situation. They're like out collecting debts for an employer. And they've been sent to go into like the kind of the gritty, like not quite the underworld, but like the back streets of the city, to collect money from some guys. And I'm getting like messed up out here. All my blue hearts, dude. And so they go down into this gritty underworld, and they go up to this group of guys, like big tough guys, and I'm not gonna say it, but they walk up to these guys and they're like, "Hey, are you the serial? Are you the? I'm gonna say it, but I've changed my mind. I'm not gonna say it, but they were like, "Hey, are you the?" And then they said the name of the gang, and it was just quite like it was like a lot of swearing and stuff, like a pretty gross, morbid name, we'll say. Not like a completely fucked up name, just like pretty gross. And the gang are like, "Yeah, that's us." And then he's like, "Why are you called that?" And then he says, "Because we," and then just says the name of the thing again. And like, the joke falls on its face a bit when I refuse to actually tell you the joke, but you know, I just don't want to do it. So you're just gonna take my word for it that it was weird because there wasn't really a joke. It was just like, "Oh, are you the so-and-sos?" "Yeah, why do you call yourselves that?" "Well, because we so-and-so." And everyone laughed at it every single time. And I was just like, why? What's funny about it? And they'd be like, "I don't know, it's just funny." Honestly, I'm rolling these. I shouldn't have rolled them. Like, I'll take this. Just because I think it's the best of a bad situation. But like, I shouldn't have re-rolled. No hope for like a battery or something here? Halo, huh? I kind of feel a responsibility to take the Halo. Alright, that's fine. We're in like pretty good shape here. I'm gonna put trust... Ooh, that's pretty nice. I'm gonna put trust in myself that going into this fight with a full health bar and a build like this, that I can do better than losing. Okay? Maybe that's a mistake, maybe it's misguided, maybe I'm not that good at the game. But like, I'd like to think that I am that good at the game. This is pretty tasty, man. We have a lot of money here. I guess that just goes to show what a good run of greed looks like, huh? The damage is not like revolutionary, but it's damage, I guess. It could definitely be worse. I'm just gonna kind of sit here and spam bombs, I think. I need these to get out of my dang face. I don't have too much else to talk about right now. I'm glad that, like, I recorded in the way that I did this week. Because now I'm like... This is a video that's going up in, like, 2 days. You know, I'm, like, ahead of schedule right now. Properly for the first time ever. Ow. This is a fucking nightmare. I'm, like... I'm too complacent, you know? Ah, come on, man. That goes like most of my HP, so that's pretty cool. Like we're just over halfway through the first of 2 phases, and I've lost almost half of my HP. It's not great. I need to wake up a little bit. Ow, fuck. I'm not gonna record any more today, I don't think. Oh, why? I think this is it for me for today. It would be nice if we could clock a win in, just like for my sanity more than anything. Because like this is like a very good run of Greedia. Uh-oh. This is bad. Let's just go ahead and get that squared off. Okay, that's phase 1 done. We now only have the one guy to worry about, but he is a very tough guy. So that's a little unsettling. Oh my god. Okay, this is manageable. Just kind of like sniping him from across the way until he does that. Play it cool, play it cool. Don't walk into the thing. I don't like all these explosions, especially not considering we are also like an explosive build. It's just not ideal for me. We have 56 coins still, that's like a lot. There's too many things happening. Whoa! Snipe him. Snipe his ass. Nervous? I'm on the edge of my seat right now, man. Oh, what the fuck? I think we've got it. We should have it. There we go. Very nice. We got there in the end. Jesus. Okay. That's a Greedia win. Like, sorry that... You're shitting me. I can't fucking believe this. Are you for real? What was that? 3 coins? Oh. That fucking hurts. You're kidding me. Okay, well, that's a win in Greedia. Good job, everybody. Thank you very much for joining me. If you made it this far into the video, I appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.